Hi, this is Jon Roberts with IMC TV here at the AOPA Summit in Hartford, Connecticut. And I'm here with Pilot Workshops, a great concept, great company. And I'd just like to ask them a few questions about their product.
Sure. Well, what we do is, first of all, we're primary is our tip of the week. We've got 92,000 pilots on our mailing list. And what we like to do is put out a short tip, something that every pilot can use once a week, and it's from one of our 4 or 5 master instructors. They're just, as someone said to me the other day, it's kind of like your vitamin pill of the week. It's just a little short refresher on some aspect of flying, both IFR, VFR, and we also offer the various recorded products that Mark can talk about.
Sure. They're quite popular. I imagine still growing. I know. We at IMC we're working with you, and it's been great with us. Did you go to all the summits? You at Fun and Sun and Oshkosh? Do you?
No, this is really our first major show, and we built this as a web-based business.
Right.
So this is a little bit of a coming out party for us because most people know us by getting the tips. John's one of our expert instructors,
right.
And they get to know these guys. But it's been great because so many people have walked by and said, "Yeah, we get your tips, we love them." That's how they know us, and so it's been great for us to get that kind of feedback. So no, this is really our first major show.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
But it's been great, and I want to say too that we're affiliated, as you know, but I don't know if everybody else knows, we're affiliated with the IMC Club, and one of the products that we are promoting here is what we call IFR Mastery, which is a monthly program where we deliver scenario-based training. And we had long conversations with IMC Club to talk about how great it would be to marry that monthly meeting that the IMC Club have, where people are getting together to talk about instrument flying, with the scenario-based content that we deliver. So that's been a really great strategic relationship for us.
Yeah, that's great. I know when I go to the meetings that they're pretty. It's a great concept. That it's pretty exciting, and so you're one of the guys that I'm kind of that it has your opinion up there.
We come up with each instructor does a seminar or workshop a quarter, so we rotate them around that way, and we come up with 3 or 4 a year. Try to come up with some learning, some teaching points that comes out of it, some lesson to learn. Really, mainly getting people to think more about their flying and to think about the what ifs, to think about the possibilities of this situation. The feedback that we get from people is just incredible. People will say, "I've been flying for 20 years and I never thought of that. I never thought of that kind of situation. I hope I never get in that kind of situation, but if I do, I can hear your voice in the back of my head saying, think what you're doing here, or think of the steps that you're going to do." And that's really what it's all about, is getting people to think more about their flying. We're not teaching people how to fly. We're not doing primary instruction. We're not doing primary IFR instruction. We're more for the seasoned pilot, someone who's going to think through these scenarios, think about the what ifs as they go out and progress and become better pilots.
Yeah. Hi, this is Jon Roberts at IMC TV here in Hartford, Connecticut at the AOPA Summit. And I'm here with Jackie from Piper with the new Altair Sportlight jet. That's a very sexy, beautiful jet here. We're going to ask her a little bit about it. I know it's your new baby, and tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, it is. Actually, as you mentioned, it's called the Altair, and it is considered a very light jet. It seats about 7 passengers. And I say about because you have the option for a 7th seat. You can put the bathroom in, or have just stowage, or add the 7th seat. It takes about an hour to swap out the configurations, which is kind of nice. Gives our customers, gives them a lot of flexibility. The aircraft goes 1,300 nautical miles. It travels at about 360 knots, and it'll go up to about 35,000 feet. So it really offers a lot of flexibility, and certainly the range and payload and speed are very compelling for our customers. And plenty of baggage storage. We have storage in the nose of the aircraft to carry about 200 pounds, and we also have storage inside, carry another 200 pounds. So you can certainly carry your golf clubs, your luggage. You want to take your dog, you got plenty of room, and it'll be single pilot certified.
Hi, I'm Jon Roberts here at the AOPA Summit in Hartford, Connecticut, here with Bill from Cirrus, and having a great time here, and I just want to ask him a few questions. Bill, I just want to ask you, what are some of the new performance features in the new Cirrus? Because they're great airplanes, and how can they get better?
Well, they have, as a matter of fact. Great question, John. Appreciate that. We're standing in front of a 22T, which is Continental's new turbo. So we've got the ability to get 315 horses out of a 310 engine. Wow. It gives us a very impressive climb performance. You're routinely seeing 17 to 2,000 feet per minute in a single engine piston, which is pretty impressive. Yeah. But under the hood is even more exciting. We've got electronic stability protection that the Garmin suite of avionics brought. It's sort of like having anti-lock brakes for airplanes now. The first time of seeing it. Yeah. You think about, inadvertently you're flying solo by yourself at the end of a busy day, and you reach over there and suddenly you've got beyond a 60-degree bank and you're not noticing it. It reminds you and kind of knocks you back in. With the autopilot on, it also keeps you from stalling it. So it's got low-speed protection, so you can't inadvertently stall the aircraft on autopilot. So you've got some really great features in the airplane that have just come out in the last couple of years.
Wow, that is impressive. And tell me, what is a typical cruising altitude that's for optimum performance?
Well, turbo, we're talking about top of the line here. So you've got up to 25,000 feet of altitude to get out and over weather, over mountains, whatever. Yeah. We don't think of mountains on the East Coast here, but to be able to get from here to Florida, I tell the story. I was just down at Sun and Fun earlier this year, caught a nice tailwind off of that tornado that was down there, flipped over the airplanes, and I went from basically Brandenburg down in Florida up to Stewart, New York on a single tank of gas. I was up there about 3.5 hours.
Wow,
so
that's impressive. Wow.
17 grand and sat on oxygen, was up there, ground speeds at 210, 215 knots. It was pretty good.
Great. Well, thank you, Bill. Thanks very much. Thank you.